Hello everyone, this is Traymore, welcoming you to the third episode of Footnotes. Today we continue with the story of Irene and Vernon Castle. As we continue our story, we find out that Irene was on a mission. Her goal was to pursue a career on the stage. She persuaded Mr. Fields for a part in The Midnight Sun. Mr. Fields offered her a small role, but Irene refused because she thought it was too small for her. Later that year, she accepted a role at Brooklyn's Majestic Theater. Irene made her stage debut at this beautiful theater in Brooklyn, which still stands today. Vernon and Irene's next big show was the stage production of Henpecked. The famous dancing show featured Blossom Seeley, who sang an unusual song. The name of the song was Toddling Toddaloo. The show also featured a new dance called the Texas Tommy. Around this time, Vernon received an offer to travel to France and appear in a Parisian revue. So the Castle sailed off to Europe in 1912 to bring American dancing to the French stage. They combined the steps of the Texas Tommy and the Grizzly Bear for their first show. These were the popular American-style dances of the time. The Castles performed these dances to the tune of Alexander's Ragtime Band. They were beginners, and despite their lack of experience, they performed very well. At the word of their success, they were invited to perform at the Café de Paris. The Café de Paris was a popular nightclub, and the clientele was the crème de la crème. The club's director was a man named Papa Louis, who catered to royalty and high society. After the Castles dance at the Café de Paris, the Castles became the most famous dancing couple in the world. They appeared regularly and became part of the Parisian nightlife. As Irene Castle rose to fame, she became more independent in her fashion choices. She became famous for wearing her little Dutch cap. In contrast to French women who were overdressed and overjeweled, she kept her image simple and elegant. Meanwhile, in this time, Vernon was developing their technique of dancing, thus developing the Castle Walk. The Castle Walk was their signature dance and became the foundation of what we know today as American dancing. Stay tuned for our next episode, where the Castles take their dancing back to New York.